Hey taxpayers, it's Tiffany Gonzalez, CPA here, and in this video, I want to talk to you about paying yourself. Salary, also known as owner's draw, commonly confused as, right? Companies that are an LLC, sole proprietor, don't require to be paid an official salary, right? The owner does not have to take an official salary. Anything you take from the business is considered an owner's draw. If you have some sort of fixed payment in these companies, they're typically called a guaranteed payment. All of these are subject to self-employment tax. The net income on your LLC, the guaranteed payment you receive, right? Now, when you elect S Corp, this is when payroll becomes super important. And we're talking official payroll. Payroll that you pay yourself through a payroll software. Payroll is when we withhold taxes from your pay and send them to the IRS. This includes income taxes, Social Security, Medicare, and unemployment taxes. S Corps are required to pay their owners a reasonable salary so that they are not fully avoiding self-employment tax. The question I most commonly get asked is, what is a reasonable salary? This is going to depend on a few factors. Number one, how much does your business actually make? The business owner of a business doing revenues of $100,000 is not going to pay themselves the same as a business doing revenues of $1 million. Those are going to be two different salaries within that entity because those business owners have two very different responsibilities. The way the IRS defines a reasonable salary is essentially what would you pay someone who is doing your job currently? So if you didn't do the job, how much would you pay someone else to do that same job? What would the market pay that person? And that is the reasonable salary you should pay yourself. Some business owners tend to have their salary really low because they're trying to avoid self-employment or payroll taxes. And that's where you need to be careful because the IRS can easily challenge something like that and charge you lots of back taxes and penalties. Business owners that I have this conversation with will typically follow that up with, well, Tiffany, the salary that I'm paying myself isn't enough. I want to take more money from the business without having to raise my salary. Great question. You can do that with owner's draw, with distribution. Here's a good example. Let's say your business is producing net income of roughly $10,000 a month. You might decide to pay yourself $3,000 on official payroll with withholding, and the other $7,000 decide how much of that you would take for distribution and how much of that you would leave in the business for growth. What's most important in this entire video is for you to understand that just by saying you're paying yourself payroll doesn't make it official. What makes payroll official is the issuance of a W-2, withholding of payroll taxes, remitting them to the IRS. And that is why you only really have payroll when you're using an official payroll software company to run it on an ongoing basis. I want to close this video by reminding you how important it is you pay yourself psychologically, not just for meeting the compliance of the IRS, but also for you to know that you have a reason to get up in the morning. As business owners, we are grinding every single day. And it is so important that you remind yourself that that is worth it. That you wake up in the morning and you pay yourself first. If you can't afford to pay yourself in your business just yet, that's okay. But make sure you make a long-term goal of when that will be. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button to let me know you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until the next video, your favorite CPA, Tiffany Gonzalez.